Republicans and Democrats agree on almost nothing these days, but they do seem to have one thing in common. They both like taking shots at Mark Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey, albeit for different reasons, and the two billionaire CEOs were forced to sit through a fusillade of questions during Senate testimony on Wednesday. In a Senate Commerce Committee meeting, Republicans accused the platforms of censoring conservatives and possessing an inherent liberal bias. Democrats said the platforms are still not doing enough to cut back on toxic conversations across their sites. None of it seemed much focused on the day's purported topic, Section 230, a nearly quarter-century-old law that helped form the modern Internet, legislation both sides of the aisle think should be modified. Zuckerberg and Dorsey have newly positioned themselves as open to regulation, an effort to appease their critics and avoid constructing the rules for themselves. Here are some highlights from the testimony, which also included Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai. Republicans quickly displayed their true motives. GOP senators wasted no time in making their intentions clear. Today wasn't so much about discuss isng how to fix Section 230 as an opportunity to publicly reprimand the CEOs. Their main target was Dorsey, and several Republican senators accused Twitter of over-policing President Trump and other conservative lawmakers while not doing enough to crack down on authoritarian governments overseas. In one dramatic exchange, Colorado Senator Cory Gardner suggested Twitter was more comfortable taking action against Trump than tamping down on Holocaust deniers and the Ayatollah of Iran, Ali Khamenei. Gardner went on to ask why Twitter TWTR hadn't taken action against several of the Ayatollah's anti-Israeli tweets but had applied labels and warnings to Trump's tweets. Dorsey dismissed Khamenei's remarks as saber-rattling, making a twofold implication. The Ayatollah's tweets were largely empty threats, and they posed a less pressing concern than Trump's tweets directly about America, which remains Twitter's core market. Speech against our own people, we believe, is different and can cause more immediate harm, Dorsey said. He on several occasions added that Twitter has taken action against several world leaders. And when it was Ted Cruz's turn, the Texan senator dialed up the drama further, raising his voice and caustically attacking Dorsey. In comparison to other social media sites, Twitter's conduct has been the most egregious, Cruz said. He labeled the company's recent actions to limit the distribution of an unverified report on Joe Biden and his son Hunter as censoring and silencing. In his denouement, Cruz asked, rhetorically, Mr.